Okay, hello. Sorry this is taking a little bit to put together. But somebody had the question about the sizing of the sling toe, and I'm kind of filming in a funny place, but like the mudroom right when you come in from the garage. And I'm not going to pan down because then you would see just how many obscene purses I have sort of sitting here waiting for if it's going to be their day to go out or it's going to be someone else's day to go out. But I'll start first with what somebody asked, which this is the London sling, and it's actually really big. I'm sitting off to the side so I can kind of showcase it here for you. And it holds a surprising amount. And before I load it up, I wanted to show, just for comparison, what the small is like. And that's like this. I would say it's almost like, kind of like 2/3 the size, for sure in the length, and then also it's shorter. It's significantly different. I would say, unless you have really large pieces for my everyday carry, there's almost no time when I can't get away with this. I was down in San Antonio in the beginning of the summer, and I brought both just because I had just gotten them both and was really excited about them. But just found that I was able to fit almost everything that I needed for both me and my daughter in the small. And let me just try and do it like this. You can see it's very significant, the size difference. So let me show you, first of all, just the features of it. And they're basically identical. But along the back, there is a very large zipper pocket that is loose. So you can see it there, it comes out. Sometimes it's sewn at the bottom of the Love 41s, creating like a second extra pocket. But this one is loose. But there is, let me see how I can best explain this. There is a second extra pocket, but it is, let me pull it out like this. So you have the zipper here, and then just behind the zipper, there it is, there's like an opening, and then this is the bag itself where it's not sewn in, or it's not sewn all the way to the back or the bottom. So it's got an open pocket, and then it's got a zipper pocket, and it's all kind of one thing. And let me put that back down. And then otherwise, it's just the suede interior. Hopefully you can kind of see that. And then let me show you too. So this is, it's got the natural pull zipper to close the main compartment. And it is just a one-way zipper. Some of her stuff does have two ways. And then on the front exterior, she has this nice divided pocket here with this little rivet holding it. And these are just, I'm trying to see how to show these to you. I have a little junk in there because I was using it. These are zippered, each individually zippered. I normally have it open just because, let me show you, because it's kind of a smaller pocket. So it doesn't really need to be zipped shut. I would say this other feature about it that is really nice, hard to see, I guess. This is not a raw edge. She tucks it inward, and it really just helps for security. And the zipper's not right at the top, but it's recessed, like probably down an inch or so. Okay, so that's pretty much the features of this bag. And I have to correct myself because I need an afternoon coffee. I lied about this not being a two-way zipper. It's very clearly a two-way zipper on the main compartment, but the front compartments, these are indeed one-way zippers. So this is the large, and let me just show you kind of how I can pack it out. This is a really large, you know what, I'm gonna move this camera a little. This is like, be easier, a tiny bit like this. So this is a very large sunglasses case. Putting this into the large. I can't remember what wallet the person said, but I highly doubt that your wallet is bigger than this, which is the original. They re-released it, I believe, recently, but this is the original Saddleback big wallet that I used for a number of years, and I just still have, and it still has their little old business card in there. So whatever wallet you're using, I can't imagine it's bigger than this. So for comparison, easily can fit in there. So I'll throw that in as well. And And then the person said they just had odds and ends. So I recently got into the pouch organization as opposed to like an organizer, just trying to put it in the pockets of the bag. So this is just a little standard brown pouch. And I think I put in here like all kinds of like medicines and like allergy pills and Advil, whatnot is all in here. Easily fits in the large, so I'm going to throw that in as well. And that almost, but not quite, fits vertically. So I'm going to lay it down horizontally. And then I have this other little pouch which came inside my, what bag was this? Oh, this came inside my Danye Dover, the large overnight duffel. It's like kind of hard to see, but it's like a mesh pouch essentially. And I put like all my little tech stuff in there. So I have like the clicker for moving through the slide deck, a bunch of cords, I think a bunch of like HDMI cables, all that kind of stuff. So that goes in here. It does have a leash. I never use a leash. So this is, I would say it's fairly packed, like 70% packed. You could probably put a couple more things in there. You could definitely put in like your phone. It could go in here. It can go in the front pocket, but I'm obviously filming, so I'm not going to show that to you. But I would say all of that easily fits. Nowhere near the top, easily zips. And it's not one of those bags where when you pack it out, it looks, some of them you pack it out and like you can see like everything sort of protruding, but because it has this leather front that makes those pockets, it always has sort of this smooth, very sleek appearance even when you pack it out. You can see in the back, like everything kind of pokes through. Anyways, love the London Sling. It is a very large bag. I carry it only if I have something specific that I really want. Like I'm gonna carry a lot of stuff for me, my kiddo, and sunscreen and all these things. Okay, so let me show you what of that can fit in the small if you're kind of deciding between the two. So the small has a very, sorry I had junk in my small because I was just using it. The small is very similar. Again, let's try and see if we can do this. This is the pocket back here with a zipper, and then the additional open pocket immediately behind that, and then it is not attached. It is not sewn at the back, only in the corners. And then it's otherwise just a suede interior. And let me just show you the bottom so you can get sort of a sense of how deep the bag is. So it is quite deep for a modest size carry. This is different. So notice the front here does not have the rivet, so it's not a divided pocket, which makes sense because the bag is small enough that it would be restrictive if you divided this pocket. It does still have the zipper and the rounded front, which I actually really love that detail. Okay, so let me show you what of those things I can fit. I'm gonna do it kind of in order of importance. So I'm gonna do a giant wallet. Here it is. I don't even know if this can fit because I didn't honestly check it. And I don't really carry the giant. It looks like it will. I don't really carry the giant anymore. I started carrying this like very tiny wallet, but I'm gonna switch out. I think I have these fantasies about being a minimalist, and it's just, I'm not a minimalist. So the giant wallet fits easily. Sorry, very large sunglasses case. And you're probably halfway packed. I don't think, let me see what I can fit of my pouches. So here's my tech pouch. Trying to see if I can put that in. So I would say I can just fit my tech pouch in there and I can still zip it. You can see it's kind of like, it's very full at this point. So I have very large wallet, very large sunglass case, and a very large tech pouch. Let me zipper that, make sure I can zipper it. Yeah, so that easily fits. So what's not in here, what did I ever do with that? This will not fit with the rest of these items. So again, a lot of people don't carry such a large sort of like cosmetic bag daily. It would fit if I were to take something out, just for reference. But again, that's kind of what goes into the small. It's these items here. And the tech pouch. That's what you can easily fit in the small. And then of course you still have your front zipper pouch, which could easily be phone, keys, etc. I currently have just like chapstick in my little zipper pouch because it's pretty generous. So I don't have a need to tuck a lot of things in and away. But so that's it. That's what fits basically in the two London slings, the small and the large for comparison. I did just want to show you a couple other things just for size reference. This is the Saddleback Everyday Tote, which I think is a really nice size. I haven't taken this out yet just because, I don't know, I'm working on how to rotate my bags more so that, I don't know, just so things get more used. But anyways, I love this bag. I think it's very cute, very stylish. Comes with, also, you can see it here, it comes with a long strap if you want to go crossbody. But I would say this is a modest size purse, so I'm just showing it in comparison to these, if you're wondering, because they're kind of in the same size genre. So, oh, my light is clearly motion sensor. Anyways, so this is a tiny bit bigger than the London sling. It obviously is totally structured and much wider, but they're kind of in the same, you can see like that. They're in the same size range. And then this, which she does have this style still, but she does not have this exact bag. I think she now has the crossbodies. This is the Lanita small tote that had the divided pocket in the back. It had the zippered pocket in the front. It had a key clip, zipper top closure, no organization on the exterior. Here it is in relation to the small London. Yeah, so it's much taller but about the same width. And then let me just show it to you so we can sort of round it out, because it sounds like people were on the fence about the large London. Here's the large London, and the Everyday Tote. Much bigger, everyday purse, sorry. And there goes that on the floor. But you can see it is, I think it holds as much, if not a little bit more than this. And I will pack this out just for reference. So I'm gonna put in this one, and if you don't have this one yet, this one's available now. I think this bag is so nice. So obviously very structured, kind of has like the, I think it's called the Gladstone opening. Big pocket here in the back that's open. Smaller, very snug pocket here on the other side that's also open. And then a nice key clip if you want to hook your keys on there. But otherwise, that's the whole bag. Let me see if I can fit everything. So the Saddleback big wallet. I might even see, no, it won't go in there. It won't go in the pocket. Sunglasses, I'll put those in last. I'm gonna do tech pouch and sunglasses. And let's see how that, yeah. Okay. So it is very comparable in size. I have sunglasses. I have here the Saddleback wallet, and then I did my tech pouch. And I don't think this is gonna fit, but let me try. Yeah, and I cannot put this in once I have those 3 items in. So I would say, and I have nothing in the pockets in this one. I would say in terms of capacity, it is definitely the London Sling Large by a mile. And then I'd say this and the London Small Sling are tied. And then I don't even know that I need to pack this out because it's not for sale anymore, so I don't want to torture you. But I think definitely, well, we'll just see since we're here. I suppose it could trade on the secondhand group. This might actually fit all 4 of them too. It's a lot. The only thing with this one, nope, can't do it. This one is 3 out of 4. I can do the 2 pouches and the wallets down at the bottom, but I cannot fit my sunglass case in there. The London for reference. The London, sorry, that's not the London. Getting confused. This is the Lanita, this one. And I have a lot of bags sitting on this thing. And this is just for reference. Another one of their bags. This one's out currently. And I did do a post on this one the other day. This is the working tote. This will fit obviously everything you could ever want to carry and then some. The capacity of this thing, just for reference, if you're wanting a bigger bag, it does dwarf the London Sling significantly. That wasn't, let me see, try to do it like this. Maybe I'll try this on a table next time. But yeah, there you go. So this working tote is significantly bigger than even the large London Sling. But anyways, I had in this thing the other day, so many things I can't even go through them. Everything you see there, plus I had a bunch of papers, probably like an inch thick worth of 8.5 by 11s, and a full laptop, and all my laptop cords and a mouse fit in this. I put my phone here. So anyways, hopefully that is helpful to you if you're kind of trying to decide size-wise. If you have any questions or you want any other size comparisons, I probably have the bag, so definitely reach out, let me know, and I'd be happy to see what fits. Thanks for watching.